Today on Sports Path, we're going to state, yes we are, boys soccer and girls soccer state tournament highlights. We got football section tournament highlights, and we got volleyball section tournament highlights. Plenty of stuff to get to. Let's get started here on Sports Path. Welcome to Sports Path. We have so many highlights and brackets to get to. There's no time to waste. I'm Zach Elverson.
And I'm Jamie Dustin. Our top story is North St. Paul's boys soccer. They had high expectations this season, and after only losing one game the entire regular season, they won the Section 4 championship and moved on to state.
They were seeded fourth, and after a victory over Prairie Seeds Academy, they moved on to the Dome, where they would beat the Andover Huskies 2-1 in the state semifinals. We were able to talk to Adam Hildebrandt after that game in an interview I did with him. Zach Elvis here at the Metrodome with Adam Hildebrandt, one of the two goal scorers tonight. Adam, I talked to Mr. Soccer, Justin Oliver, last game we covered at the section final, and he said you guys were a second half team. Yeah. Well, it showed again tonight. Yes, First half started a little slow, second half changed up. What happened?
We decided to get the ball wide and spread it out a little bit. Find our wingers, me and Tyler Oliver, and then get to the end line. And we moved the ball a little better in the second half and just high pressure.
Talk about that second half though. 2 goals, keeping Andover off the scoreboard. What was the key to your success?
We man-marked a couple of the best players with some of our fastest guys on the defensive side of the ball, and that really helped a lot. We've shut them down. I don't think we had too many good opportunities in the second half, and I don't know. We just came out, won every header we could, and just put the effort in.
You guys have been a fantastic group all through at least the last few years. Now you have an opportunity to win a state championship. Talk about that feeling.
That's awesome. I don't know. I've been dreaming of this for a while.
All right. Any extra preparations ahead, or just kind of back to normal? Get your routine back?
Yeah, get a routine. Have a nice little practice tomorrow, and get back to work.
Well, good luck, and thanks a lot. Adam Hildebrandt here, TV19 SPORTS. Good luck, North St. Paul. Well, Eastview came out victorious in their state semifinal game, and so the final was set. North St. Paul versus Eastview in the Class 2A state final. As we look at the Metrodome, North St. Paul, Eastview, you gotta love the lightning here. It's pretty electric atmosphere, would you say, Jamie?
I would say so.
Here's the North St. Paul Polars in the beginning. There's a good shot from Tyler Oliver. Rebound came out, and the Polars, it was like, ugh, how do you not score there? Here's another shot, but Tommy Molsky, who was one of the All-State team members, able to make that save. Another opportunity for the Polars. This one a shot, save, and that went out. That set up a corner kick, which went up in the air. Good shot there on that. Rebound, and they make the save. Good work there by the Lightning as they're trying to keep this ball out of the net. North St. Paul, they're not really a big first half team usually, but this one they draw the penalty here as Justin Oliver off the penalty kick was able to score first. Again, we've talked to them in the past. We just heard they had the interview. They're not a first half team. So this is kind of different here. They come out and they score first, draw first blood. Here's another shot. Here's a save and a rebound and a goal. No goal. They called it out. All right, so look at this. Watch this play here as Sam Flugie just curving this one. A beauty that was amazing. Just outside the box, scoring. Now here's another opportunity off the header and in. John Anderson, the most anti-soccer name you could have. John Anderson, that's pretty basic. But we'll talk to a different guy. No offense, though. Great goal. I couldn't do better than you. Here's Justin Oliver, Mr. Soccer, putting another one in. And yeah, this is good. This is really good. Polars are happy. Unfortunately, the Lightning came back and they forced overtime and then a shootout. And then our camera battery died. And here's phone for my cell phone. Video for my cell phone. You see, after the first round, it was tied 1-1. Round 2 on the top there, North St. Paul and Eastview tied. Now Eastview scores. North St. Paul responds. And now it's a tie 2-2. Everybody just scoring. The goalie's unable to. But, you know, even on this, watch this one. Eastview hit the post. Ouch. Yep, yeah, that's not the fun reaction. Here's the North St. Paul. They remain perfect. And then in round 4, off the hands of Molsky and in. That happened another time too, as Molsky almost saved a couple of them. Now, North St. Paul puts it in. Eastview has to score here. They do. And so now if Adolfo Barrera Gonzalez scores here, they win. And they win. Wow. Adolfo Barrera Gonzalez sends the North St. Paul Polars into the record books as 2013 state champion. Congratulations, the North St. Paul Polars. State champions. Awesome story to see the Oliver twins after years of playing together, along with Barrera Gonzalez, along with all these guys, the seniors, able to win. Take a look at that bracket as we recap here at Prairie Seeds Academy. North St. Paul 2-1. Andover taking down the #1 seed, Minneapolis Southwest. So that was a really good team to take down the #1 seed. Well, they moved on to the semifinals. North St. Paul had that tough test, but as we heard and saw, it was 2-1 the scores. Andover, North St. Paul. North St. Paul able to best them. And then in the finals, it was in a shootout. North St. Paul and Eastview 4-3. So congratulations to the Polars. They are state champions. Hopefully we'll talk to them soon.
Yay.
But you got to give credit. I mean, what an awesome job by all the North St. Paul Polars. Congrats to Activity Director Jed Hellwig, who got his first state championship under North St. Paul. So congratulations to the North St. Paul Polars.
Yep.
All right, Hilt Murray boys soccer. Their team handed North St. Paul their only loss this season. So their success this year came as no surprise after defeating Totino Grace in the quarterfinals. The Pioneers looked to make a state championship run of their own in the Class 1A bracket. Here are the highlights of their tilt against Waconia in the Class 1A semifinal. The Waconia Wildcats and the Hill Murray Pioneers down at the Metrodome. They're doing their 1, 2, 3, go Pioneers, whatever they do. What do you do?
I don't know.
I don't know. Here we go. Boom, shot, score. Hill Murray able to get on the board first after this one by Mr. Actually get his name in a second. Playing down here as we continue on. 1-0 the score. That was, there we go, Shea Bottom. And as you see, a good play there. Joe Schaefer doing some amazing work. Another shot, another save there for Waconia as Hagen Milner was a very solid goalkeeper this entire game. And he'd have to be, as he gave up that only goal. Here's another opportunity on the penalty shot, hit the post. And but unfortunately for Hagen Miller, you can't win a game with 0 goals here, as Schaefer just was solid the entire match, not letting anything go past him. Here's an opportunity. Oh, just a little wide there, just wide.
That's almost a field goal.
Yeah, almost a field goal. Here's Schaefer diving. Now 2 seconds remaining. Off the foul, free kick. This one, I don't even know if it would have counted if it went in because it was a little too late. Final score of this one, it's 1-0. The Pioneers win, and congratulations. Send it down for a quick interview. Here at the Metrodome after Hill Murray's 1-0 win over Waconia here in the state semifinal. We'll start with shutout goalkeeper Joe Schaefer. Joe, talk about this game and what it means to you.
I thought our defense did a great job. I think it's not up there anymore, but I think they had 2 shots on goal the whole game, so not much I had to do. So I have to give it to the defense. They were amazing.
Talk about your coaching staff here, leading you guys all the way here. Now you're going to the state final. How have they helped you this season?
Individually, we have coaches like Farley, who's our goalie coach, and he's helped me just with the technical aspects, and we have other coaches that help the mids and forwards. But then Winey, just getting us to work together and communicating well with each other has been huge.
You got the state final coming up. Is there any sort of extra preparation, or is it just back to business, usual preparation?
I think we're going to just practice normal, maybe try to find some turf to play on since we have some grass at Hill, so we'll see.
All right, thanks a lot. Shea Bonham, goal scorer. Goal, I mean, without you, it's a 0-0 game. Talk about your goal and what it means to you.
Peter and I talked about in practice the other day about how him getting me the ball so I could just get a shot on one of our set pieces. And he gave me the ball. I just had one guy. I just beat him and hit a shot. I didn't know what happened of it. And just tried to hit as hard as I could, and it was a rip. So
Talk about your opponents this afternoon, Waconia.
they're big, they're strong, they play like crazy. They're good. We give all credit to them. It was a hard fight.
Got a little crazy at the end there. Pretty physical towards the end as well. What were your thoughts going in the final few minutes here? Is it just, I mean, literally in the final seconds, had some solid scoring opportunities.
Yeah, just keep that ball in the net, work, play as hard as we could to keep it out because we didn't want overtime. We didn't want Waconia to get the momentum back, so we wanted to just keep the ball in the net, end it there.
What are you looking forward to most about the state final?
The moment, gotta just gotta love the moment, take advantage of it, live it.
It's the head coach of the state final bound Hill Murray Pioneers. Coach, talk about your team. Great win today.
Yeah, great win. We're excited to be in the final on Thursday. Shea scoring the first goal, 2 minutes in, really set the tempo of it. And it was tense there at the end, but we were able to hold on.
Yeah, talk about that a little bit of, kind of got a little physical, cards were thrown out.
It was physical, but the referee's one of the best in the state, and he was able to keep control out there,
Certainly got tested towards the end, but you guys pulled through, and talk about kind of what you're expecting for this final.
Well, the final's going to be a good one, that's for sure. Como Park and us, so two very good teams, so we're looking forward to it.
Talk about your goalkeeper, Joe Schaefer. He's played a pretty good game, obviously a shutout tonight.
Yep, we've been hot here the past few games. We only had 2 shutouts in the regular season, and now in sections and state we've had 3. So 3 in a row here, actually, from the section final to quarterfinals to now the semifinals. So we're hitting our stride defensively right now, and we're getting timely goals.
The Pioneers were headed to the finals, and standing in their way were the undefeated St. Paul Como Park Cougars. Here are the highlights from the boys soccer Class 1A final between Hill Murray and St. Paul Como Park.
Como Park, Hill Murray. That's a Metrodome. That's the Hill Murray Pioneers. It's a big place. It's a massive place. It's a football. Actually, that's where the professional football team, the Minnesota Vikings, play.
You don't say.
Yeah. Exactly. Maybe people don't know that. Is that Blake Heinrich? It looks like him. Former Hill Murray Pioneer hockey player. So, as you see, a couple plays there at Como Park. They haven't lost a game all season, so they're kind of good at soccer a little bit, just a tiny bit. So Hill Murray trying to fend those guys off, and it was certainly not an easy job. Joe Schaefer is a great goaltender, but there's some things he can't stop them all. Especially against a team like this. He certainly did his best here. Here's a header. Here's another beautiful save by Joe Schaefer, as he was one of the best goalkeepers, I think, in the state tournament. Here's an opportunity, nice shot, nice stop there, as the Pioneers just trying to chip away at this one. But unfortunately, it was a scoreless first half. In the second half, Will Thor able to score first for the Como Park Cougars, as they were pretty happy. You see their faithful pretty happy here. Now here's an opportunity, as the first doesn't work, the second doesn't work, third time's a charm, as Jack Blaney is able to score for the Pioneers with 75-40. They had about 4 minutes after that, couldn't do anything, couldn't score, as it was the St. Paul Como Park Cougars, the state champions in Class 1A. Here's how they got there. They beat Waseca 2-1. Waseca, a very small town in the southern Minnesota. Great, nice little town. Go down there if you can. Been to Waseca before?
I haven't, no.
Oh, really? I got family down there. It's cool. Hill Murray on the other side of the bracket, number 3 seed. They beat Totino Grace. Waconia, they beat Hermantown 5-0. So Hill Murray and Waconia, that was a pretty one-sided. No, it wasn't. Hill Murray beat 1-0. Waconia beat 1-0. And then Sartell St. Stephen was another 1-goal game for Como Park, and it was Como Park who came out of that one 2-1, and St. Paul Como, Hill Murray. That game was a 2-1 score. Final there, here we go. So Hill Murray boys soccer, you know what, you can't complain about making it to the final,
Yeah,
but congratulations to them. Now, they also have a girls soccer team, Jamie, and over in girls soccer, the Hill Murray Pioneers got through a tough Section 4A bracket, winning the final against South St. Paul 3-2 in overtime. Didn't get any easier for the Pioneers after they punched their ticket to state. Hill Murray was seeded 5th and would have a tough match against 4-seed Totino Grace. Here are the highlights from the Class A state quarterfinal as I put the On Location in On Location TV19. Traveled up to St. Cloud State University. It's a long ways away, folks. Here it is, right off the bat. The Totino Grace Eagles able to score first off of a free kick that was into the box. And the rest of the half, and really the rest of the match, was a bunch of these shots and a bunch of these saves as Gabriel Esfelder able to make another stop here. I mean, it's just back and forth. Another opportunity again, opportunities after opportunities for the Hill Murray Pioneers. This one, a shot taken by Kenzie Prater, is turned aside. Now another opportunity, another shot, and guess who it is? Again, Esfelder just making the save. Junior goalkeeper. She is a lot of fun to watch unless you're, playing against her, and then you don't really like her too much here. She dives in front, makes another stop. She wins this quarterfinal. I mean, it was in a way highway robbery, if you will, as we take a look at the Class A bracket. As 1-0 is the score in that one. Yeah, I always get close scores at number 4, number 5 battle. Usually the best one, at least in the quarterfinals, and it was here. 5-0 in the Blake School, so they would move on to play the Eagles in the semifinals. As you see, the Eagles and the Blake School, the Blake School who took down Totino Grace. The early bird, 8 a.m. game, Benilde St. Margaret's, Mankato, 5-1 the score. So the Red Knights will move on to play the Blake School, and guess what this one was? Place your bets, and all right, bets are over. 1-0 the score. Benilde St. Margaret's 1, Blake School 0. Congratulations to Benilde St. Margaret's, the state champions.
Now over to volleyball. The North St. Paul Polars, with just 3 seniors on the team this year, had a fantastic regular season. The section quarterfinal and semifinal had the Polars beat Matamidi and Stillwater respectively, and they entered the section 4-3A final without losing a set in section play. The Roseville Raiders were also doing well, winning 6 out of the 7 sets in the section tournament. These two volleyball powerhouses collided at Washington Technology Magnet School in downtown St. Paul on Halloween. Here are those highlights.
Boo. Boo. Halloween. It was pretty scary, actually, in St. Paul that night. A lot of trick-or-treaters. I thought about going out there around the area in the neighborhood. We're right in the middle of this big St. Paul neighborhood here. As you see, the first set highlights North St. Paul, Roseville, and I figured, and one thing really interesting is this was on the same night as the North St. Paul boys soccer game, and they actually bussed the fans. Many of the buses from the fan buses that went to the Dome for that boys soccer final went to this game after the boys soccer game concluded. And I actually followed some of the buses. It was really cool to see the North St. Paul Polars file in, the Polar faithful file in to watch this one. As you see, a good play here, but Monovich get to it, and the Roseville Raiders now getting it back, driving their way back into this one. North St. Paul, every time they seem to start running away with this set, Roseville would fight their way back into it. As you see this one, Roseville unable to get much going here. 17-15, now it's 18-15 here. North St. Paul 7 points away. They need to get to that 25 number here. As you see, another beautiful play by Vukmanovic with a nice set and spike. And now here's Roseville starting to fight their way back into it. Now it's 20-19. Now 20-20 as Roseville is tied at North St. Paul, getting the lead back, trying to control this one. Roseville now down two points. Now they come back to tied. Here's a play, nice play there by Roseville, and they've taken the lead, 24-23. Now it's tied, 24-24. A nice save here. North St. Paul able to get it back over. They ended up kept playing it. They couldn't get the point. Now it's 25-24, and well, here's Carmichael Tanaka making another play there. Beautiful job. 26-24 in the first set. Now we move on. Later on, they won. Roseville won the second set, and now in the third set here, the final point is over. It is a Roseville 3-0 victory as the coach Greg Ewan seems to know how to coach a volleyball team very, very well. Took a great team. Now they're headed to state yet again. We'll take a look at the bracket here for this Section 4-3A in just a moment. As you see the North St. Paul Polars on top, 3-0. Just really took every team to school, really, at least in the sections and even during the regular season. Tartan and Cretin-Durham Hall on the bottom there. Cretin-Durham Hall knocked Tartan out. Roseville knocked Henry Sibley out. So Roseville would move on to play Cretin-Durham Hall. Cretin-Durham would would lose 3-1. North St. Paul beat Stillwater in straight sets for 0. And then in the finals, as we just saw, the score was 3-0. Roseville would win. Congratulations to the Roseville Raiders. They're headed on to the state tournament. As we move on to the other side, luckily we have another team in the state tournament. It's the Hill Murray Pioneers, and they also suffered their own loss last year at the hands of the Roseville Raiders in the section quarterfinals last year. But this year they wouldn't have to worry about the Raiders in section play as the Pioneers dropped to Class 2A. After going undefeated in the Classic Suburban Conference, it seemed like this was the team to beat in the Section 4 2A bracket. Concordia Academy tried to test the Hill Murray Pioneers, and here are the highlights from the semifinals, as it was Concordia Academy of Roseville and the Hill Murray Pioneers. A couple of green teams, if you will. This would have been a great match on St. Patrick's Day, but unfortunately, that's in March, and you're not going to get that. You know, maybe we'll see a Concordia Academy Hill Murray hockey game in March. I don't know. Probably not. Probably not going to happen. As you see, Hill Murray and Concordia, they went back and forth early in the first set, but that was really all to the extent of the competition of this game, as Concordia were clearly outmatched by the Hill Murray Pioneers. The Pioneers with many players, including Melissa Franco and many more, Marissa Franco, I'm sorry, and Hannah Angeli and Rachel Keppers, along with Kennedy Fabian, just a powerhouse volleyball team all the way. As they kept doing some amazing things here. Look at this big spike, just another beautiful work. That was a great play there by number 8, Rachel Keppers. And finally, on match point, people on the crowd, you see everybody on their feet, including that nice woman in front of you. It was the match point. It was over. The Pioneers were headed on to the section final, and they would face a very good team. As Jamie, why don't you take it away?
Yeah, they're actually the number 1 seeded team, St. Croix Lutheran. St. Croix Lutheran certainly put up a better fight than the Pioneers' previous opponents, but it turned out to be with no avail. Here are the highlights from Halloween night.
I'm not going to do some funny, scary thing, right? It's a little too cheesy. Halloween, though. It is Halloween. A lot of costumes out there, and some people dressed as cameramen. That's the Town Square Television people. As you see, 2-1 early in the first set. Hill Murray just doing some amazing things. By the way, we've got to talk about Raven Owsley Brown. She is amazing at volleyball. She's got the height advantage. Well, 6'1", number 13. You got to watch out for her. As you see, another big spike there with the way of the Hill Murray Pioneers. As the Pioneers down 9-5 here, and this seemed to turn it around here. Now it's 11-9, a 2-point deficit. Now 11-9. Now it's 11-10, and here's St. Croix Lutheran trying to get it over, but no, Owsley Brown said no to that. 22-21 in the first game. Hill Murray trying to battle their way back. They're down a point. They've just tied it. Now they're on the lead. 23-22. Set over. Here's an opportunity. St. Croix Lutheran. Now Hill Murray saving it, getting it up in the air, spiking it down. and that would make it 24-22 and set point. But the Pioneers close it out. Tune in next week. Oh, wait, we're doing it now? Okay. Moving on, here's St. Croix Lutheran. Diving opportunity. Setting it up there was Fabian, and setting it down there is Franco as it nicked off of some St. Croix Lutheran player. And they won the first set 25-23 as they would switch sides. Now we're moving on to game 3 as Hill Murray won the second game. They also won the third game. And you know what that means, Jamie?
What's that?
That means they're going to state.
Oh.
Oh, cool.
That's what I thought.
First time, Hill Murray Pioneers head to the state tournament. Here's the Section 4 2A bracket. As you see, the St. Croix Lutheran Crusaders 3-0 on the top there. Hill Murray Pioneers 3-0 in the bottom there. They moved on. Hill Murray would play Concordia Academy. We already saw this one, but on the other side, St. Croix Lutheran beat Minnehaha Academy 3-1. And now in the finals, we'll see, as we just saw, 3-0. That's your final score. Congratulations to Hill Murray Pioneers. Take a look now where they are at state as they're headed to the Xcel Energy Center for the state tournament. The Class 2A bracket looks like this in just a moment, and it's going to be really exciting as Hill Murray's got a very tough battle against Dassel Cokato as they will move on to play at Dassel Cokato. If they win, they'll play the winner of Casson Manterville, which is where? Jamie, do you know where?
I have no idea.
Fergus Falls and Belle Plaine. I know where Fergus Falls is, and Mora in Marshall. Semifinals are going to be played on the 8th, so mark this down. If Hill Murray wins, get down there to see the Pioneers at the Xcel Energy Center. And on the 9th of November, that'll be the finals. Hopefully, we'll be able to fill Hill Murray in their next show, huh?
Cross our fingers.
Oh, cool. Now over to football. The Tartan Titans have a share of the Classic Suburban Conference title, and this year, well, but as many people know, past records are thrown in the garbage before section play begins. The Titans had a tough test against the St. Thomas Academy Cadets, and here are the highlights of this Section 5-5A semifinal, courtesy of Town Square Television. They should just be like TV19 2 maybe eventually. I don't know. It's their talks here. As you see, late in the first quarter, rather, it was St. Thomas Academy who scored first. This one was a beautiful run there, making his way into the end zone for the score. Tartan Titans, well, they would respond here as a handoff. We're pushing forward, and the Tartan Titans able to score this one and tie it up at 7-7. Second quarter here, 6:14 left in the first half. As you see in the first and goal, just a 1-yard run. Pretty beautiful job there, and 14-7 is the score. And now St. Thomas Academy trying to run away with this one as that is going to be another touchdown for the St. Thomas Academy Cadets. And that one, I could name that one here. That was Herbeck. I'm sorry, yes, that was a Herbeck touchdown here. 31 yards, look at him. To the house, to that blue turf. 21-7, beautiful turf there, Tartan Titans. And now in the third quarter, here is a pass. First pass touchdown, a 4-yard passing touchdown from Fears to Bogiano, and now that made it 28-7, and then another moving on later, it was 35-7 when the Tartan Titans scored for their final time, a McCarthy to Richard 35-yard passing touchdown, and that would do it for the scoring in this one, as the final score was 35-14. Let's take a look at the Section 5-5A bracket, and you see Tartan Titans and St. Thomas Academy. We just saw the result of that one. Henry Sibley would win in their game, and in the finals, it was Henry Sibley 38-14, their victory. They would win in that one. So we'll leave it at that. Plenty of highlights. One of the fullest shows we ever had. Good luck to Hill Murray in their state tournament. Anything else, Jamie?
Congratulations to all of our teams that have already won.
Absolutely. Tune in a couple weeks. We got more highlights, more stuff to get to. For now, Jamie Dustin, correct?
That's me.
All right, I'm Zach Elverson. Bye, everybody.